going abroad, or we're setting up a sort of beach in our studio, Declan. Morning.
Well, it's the closest we can get to being abroad for the cheapest possible cost, of course. Tell you why we're doing this. We got an interesting statistic from the tour operator group APTA, telling us that there's been a big surge in last-minute bookings of people running to the sun. They're so fed up with the weather that we've had here in the UK. APTA says that bookings are up by as much as 20%. And among the top 3 destinations, places like Greece, Egypt and Turkey, so real sunspot resorts. Alison Rice is with me. She's a travel writer for a range of different publications. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, this is interesting because this is the time of the year when the travel companies normally look at the holidays they haven't sold and work out how much they have to cut their prices to stay in business. Now, they've got a surge in bookings.
Well, so they say, and it's interesting, they brought out the press release the day the interest rates go up. I mean, whilst you and I sit at home freezing, wishing we could control the damp, I suspect that travel agents, the high street travel agents and package tour operators who are the ABTA members are turning cartwheels in the puddles, singing in the rain.
They must be singing in the street because instead of cutting their prices as usual, they're now thinking, well, actually, we've got this demand, we can hold prices where they are.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they hold prices because, in fact, they're not having a very good time anyway because more and more of us are choosing to ignore package tour operators, ignore the high street travel agencies, organise our own travel, probably using the low-cost airlines and the internet. And I think there's also a growing trend for people to stay at home this year. There's a slight fashion edge to holidaying in Britain.
And there's the environmental aspect of that.
There's the there's the hell at the airport.
This must be bad though for the British tourist industry though. If you've got this weather like this, people are going to say, well, you know, I thought maybe about that holiday in Devon, but not this time.
That's a possibility, although the quality and the choice in Britain is improving all the time, believe it or not. And I think financial exigencies will stop a lot of families who might have thought they'd get a last-minute sunshine holiday in the school holidays, which is the one time when prices are least likely to be discounted.
Yeah. Alison Rice, nice to talk to you. Thanks
my pleasure.
For coming into us here on our beach today. More business after it. See you then.
Thank you very much, Declan. Good tennis there. Some prospects there, I think, from Wimbledon, aren't they? It is a big weekend, of course, for sporting fans up and down the country and racing fans as well, as Lewis Hamilton competes in his